Hi again. I hope that you're great. Today we're going to see another class about reporting verbs. Since we already saw reported speech, I think this will be very easy to understand. So let's begin. Reporting verbs. What are they? To understand, we are going to watch a video first. Oops. Let's open the hyperlink. Share computer sound. And there it is. Please pay attention to the following video. It will be really helpful to understand.
Can we have a little chat?
Okay. I'm sorry for making you worry. I won't lie to you again, I promise. I was really meeting a boy. Why don't I bring him home to meet you? I'm sure you'd like him.
Good idea. Bring him this weekend. She apologized for making us worry. She promised not to lie to us again. She admitted meeting a boy. She suggested bringing him home to meet us. I suggested she should bring him this weekend.
Okay, let's go back to our PowerPoint. All right. So, what are reporting verbs? They are verbs that help us report what someone else said. Do you remember that when we use reported speech, we do it to tell another person what the first person had said?
Smaller bites, Dash. Yikes.
Something went on here. I think the video is still running. Wait a sec, please. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to share the screen with you again. Yeah, so reporting verbs are verbs that we use to report someone else's words. As I explained in our previous class, when we use reported speech, we usually move one tense further into the past. That was the verb shift that I explained you about, okay? For example, if a person speaks in simple present, when we report it, it becomes simple past. Simple past becomes past perfect, and so on. If you need to review reported speech, you can take a look at class number 2 that is also on my Facebook. Let's continue. So, there are many kinds of verbs that use different structures, grammar structures. So, for example, the first type that I am going to explain is this one, A. The verb say and tell are common reporting verbs and follow the structure that plus subject plus verb, or a verb clause. Okay, so the verbs that are followed by this structure are admit, announce, answer, claim, complain, and all the verbs that are here, okay? How do we use them? For example, my mom complained that I hadn't helped her enough in the kitchen. I declare that she's not my friend anymore. Or maybe she suggested that we go to eat at that new restaurant. My husband mentioned that I should spend more time with him. Okay, so that's the first kind. Let's go to the next kind. For promises, orders, offers, requests, advice, and suggestions, we report them using to infinitive. For example, she offered to call a taxi. The teacher asked me not to make so much noise. Other verbs that are used with an infinitive with to are agree, advise, ask, beg, decide, and all the rest that is in this box. How do we use it? For example, I decided to buy a new car. I promised her to call her more often. She offered to give me a ride. They warned us not to leave home. Let's go to the next type. The verbs followed by ing. Paul apologized for being late. Paul apologized for being late. So some verbs that are followed by an ing form are accuse of, admit to, confess to, congratulated for, deny, insist on, regret, thank for, etc. So how do we use them? For example, I accused him of being moody. I admitted having been very irresponsible. She congratulated me for having finished my master's degree. Yeah, so that's the way in which we use these verbs over here. Last but not least, this is a special verb, suggest. This verb is special because we can use it in more than one structure. We can say, Michael suggested that we should go out eat something. The first type. Michael suggested that we went out to eat something, the subject plus past. Or the ing form, Michael suggested going out to eat something. So this is a special verb. Let's take a look at some examples. Number 1, don't worry, I'll talk to your mother. How can we transform this sentence into a reported speech sentence? Maybe he promised that he would talk to my mother, right? Please don't fire me. He requested his boss not to fire him, or he begged his boss not to fire him. Okay, I will leave you this slide so that you can practice on your own. And I think that would be the class of today. I hope you understood it. I hope this was helpful for you somehow. And I'll see you again in the next class. Okay, don't forget to share. Bye-bye.